Hi folks, it's Chris Slogar from BuckeyeInklings.com, and I have a fun fold today which fits in a normal size envelope, and it opens like so. It's a double Z card. You can see the card-based pieces that come together are both in the shape of a Z. So kind of something different and more interesting than a regular fold. I think we've done it on the blog before with one that opened horizontally, and these dimensions are probably a little different, but I love the fact, I think the vertical opening looks different, and I like the fact that there's just a little area that we're spotlighting on the front for a focal point, because that works so well with our fruit basket stamp set and the itty bitty punches that go with that, the itty bitty fruit punch pack. So this is really fun. I love the colors in the Tutti Frutti paper, and I just thought this came together nicely because this area is so small. All right, let's start with the pieces that you'll need. The larger base piece is real red, 4 1/4 inches by 11 inches, scored at 2 3/4 and 5 1/2. And then the inner Z piece is 3 1/4 inches by 9 inches, scored at 3 inches and 6 inches. All right, I'll get that ready. And then we have a designer paper piece from the Tutti Frutti set, or designer paper collection, that measures 2 3/4 by 4 1/4 to fit right on that flap. And then our pieces that we're matting on that smaller Z are lemon lime twist, and you'll need 2 that are 2 3/4 by 3 inches, and then 2 whisper white pieces that are each 2 1/2 inches by 2 3/4 inches. I've already got my greetings stamped on those. And by the way, some of the greetings in this set are very long. Happy birthday to you. I actually cut mine apart. I'm not sure if you can see it here. Let me put some red ink on it and you'll see it better. But I actually cut that stamp because I use it more this way, in a small, a more compact version of that. I also cut We Make a Great Pair because I found it easier to use in 2 lines. So I have We Make a and Great Pair as separate pieces. And you can mount them together, or if you can't mount them close enough to stamp, you can stamp them in 2 steps. Like I could do the happy birthday first and then the to you if I wanted to snug that up even tighter. So take a look at your stamps. If there's a use that you have, sometimes I like the happy birthday by itself as well. You may have a different use than what's intended, and you can cut those and piece them back together if you need it in the long version. Anyway, that is all of the pieces that we'll need, and I will just start putting together on the Night of Navy Z piece. I'm going to add those lemon lime twist mats. Okay, so this is the one that will be on the front of the card. And here's one for the inside. You don't have to double mat that. If you want, you could have a white piece instead of lemon lime and not have the extra layer, but I just really love this lemon lime color and wanted to get it in there as a highlight color. All right, I'm also going to add the You Are the Sweetest. I was kind of in debate as to whether to put You Are the Sweetest on the outside or Happy Birthday to You on the outside. But I went with this, and then later I will add my strawberries here. Okay, and I'm going to add my Happy Birthday to You to the inside. And then on the card base, I did stamp the strawberry outlines with a stamp from that fruit basket set. So let me do that real quick down the line here. Just a little extra interest. And then I can already see how this is coming together. We will need our designer paper piece in place before we attach the Z's. So I'm going to do that and put that on the outside of the Z. Okay, and then this ribbon, which wraps to the underside of the Night of Navy Z, I am going to, instead of pulling a piece around and tying it, I'm going to do something that's a little simpler for me anyway, where I'm going to wrap the ribbon and just stick it down to some, I use fast fuse, but sticky strip would be good too. Just kind of get it down where you want it. And then we'll add a bow later after we have this in place. Okay, so already this is ready to attach the Z pieces together. What I like to do is just attach the inside piece first. So I'm going to fully cover the back of the inside piece only with liquid Tombow glue. And I use a ruler to get this straight. I'm mounting that about 1 inch from the bottom of the card and centering it. And you can even check, if you have one of these quilter's rulers, really handy for getting layers kind of nice and neat. Because of course it always looks straight when you attach them, and then later you realize it's not straight. Okay, so we've got that attached. What we need is this attachment now. And you can see that only a portion of the Night of Navy needs to be attached to this front flap. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to close this up, and I can kind of see only from here to here on the Night of Navy is going to touch that designer paper. So I need my adhesive to be limited to that area. So that's less than half of this Night of Navy panel. I'm just going to add my liquid Tombow, and then with the card in its closed position, lock that down into place. Now my adhesive is only on this portion, the back of that Night of Navy, so when it pulls open there will be a gap there and it's not all stuck together. Okay, and then like I said, I'm just going to add the bow later. You can stick it on with a glue dot, or what I'm doing is I'm taking about 10 inches and I am going to tuck it under the strip I've already adhered. And this way I don't have to get the bow in the right place. I can slide it down where I want it once I have it made. Okay. Let me see. I'm going to do this with as little twisting of the ribbon. And this ribbon is so pretty. It's the Night of Navy gingham ribbon. But you'll get a smoother looking bow if you can do as little twisting as you can when you tie it. And I always do have to play with them a little bit. Okay, so that's pretty good. I'm going to trim the ends. And I have my strawberries made already for this front piece. What I want to show you though, the strawberry is a two-step stamp, as all of the fruit pieces are really, the pear, the strawberry, and the watermelon that come with this bundle. And the itty bitty punches are actually a bit smaller than the images that are stamped. So you can put that punch in place until it looks good through the little opening and punch it. And as you can see, you're not going to have any uneven white edges because the punch is punching a smaller shape out of that stamped image. So looks really clean and neat in the end. I already have 3 ready here. I have the mini dimensionals on the back. I do everything with my tweezers, not even just mini things, but they're really handy for this. So I'm just going to put my strawberries in place. And then we have these really great embellishments. I tell you, the coordinating embellishments really pull it all together, if you ask me. So I have the mini sequins that are adhesive, and I'm just going to put one down in this red area. These are the lemon lime ones. This is also part of the Tutti Frutti suite. When you pick these up, make sure you pick under them to get the glue dot, and I'm just going to kind of put one there and then add a little bling as well. A couple of rhinestones just to dress this up. And there you have it. That's fun, and it's an interesting card, but not very difficult. So I hope you'll try that. Visit me at buckeyeinklings.com. I would love to have your business in the online store if you can, so that I can keep these videos coming. And other than that, thanks for joining me. Bye-bye.